The Kereru are very, very special for this country because they're the only species we have left that can physically swallow a lot of our berries. Basically swallows it, and then somewhere along the way takes the poop and spreads your fire. The understanding of this bird is very different between the colonial side of things and the Māori side of things. So this spear is made out of tawa. The tawa is really, really hardwood, but really, really light. And the Māori have become quite holistic over the 1,000 years that they've been here. You know what holistic is? We talked about this yesterday. Holistic is learning to live with seasons and live with things. You know, so you eat the berries on a tree when they're ripe, and it comes at that certain time of the year. So they would have hunted Kereru at a certain time of the year, not all year round. So what happens is that the Kereru's bum, just to show you how it's dispersed as a seed, but these big seeds, it swallows it whole, and you'll have a whole lot of berries in its stomach, and they start to ferment. And fermentation is how you make alcohol. So literally you'll see this bird like it's drunk because it's been at the pub all day. So basically the pub was inside of its stomach and basically got it drunk. So you come along with your spear, and it's not a javelin throw, it's just a parry or a thrust. You just pop the bird, and you'd fall. You'd cook it, and you'd cook it whole with all those berries inside of it, because the flavour will permeate through the meat and flavour the meat. And then you'll feed your whānau, where just behind your arm, big shotgun. Colonials hunted in a very different fashion. They hunted all year round, and also you can see the pile of birds there. So they changed the value system. So the Māori would have killed what this is called a taha, which is a gould, which is a very ancient lineage of pumpkin, and you would have 15 or 20 to feed your family over the winter time or something like that. And you would keep them in their own fat so it preserves them. Where the colonials just shooting them and selling them is changing the value system to putia, to money. So, you know, you'd be paying a pence to a threepence, which is 1 to 3 cents. So it's the value of money instead of the value of feeding your family, which is more holistic. So these birds were one of the first birds in the country to be protected in 1864 was when these birds were first protected. So a lot of endemic species, and endemic means they're only from this country, are very slow breeders. Kereru will have one chick once a year. So it's going to take a long time for this forest to populate those birds again. You know, in the last couple of months ago, they did the national Kereru count, and still very low numbers compared to when before the colonials would have turned up. You would have found flocks of hundreds of birds in a flock. Where the biggest flocks you'll see is up at your hometown in the Waikato Moana, and you might see 50 or 60 in a flock, and that's huge to see. You just never see it anymore. So yeah, real special birds.